Okay, we begin with the new chapter, that is the geography, second chapter, forest and wildlife. In that, some of the main points here are here. We humans, along with all living organisms, form a complex web of ecological system in which we are only a part and very much dependent on this system for our own existence. That is, to live, we need others. For example, the plants, animals, and the microorganisms create the quality of the air we breathe. Now, coming into the flora and fauna in India. So, what is the wildlife and the plantation over our country? India is one of the world's richest country in the term of its vast array of biological diversity and has nearly 8% of the total number of species in the world. Now, second point, this is possibly twice or thrice the number yet to be discovered. It is not been discovered there how much the present. These diverse flora and fauna are so well integrated into our daily life that we take this for granted. So without this we can't live. They are under greater stress mainly due to insensitivity to our environment. That is cutting of forest, this deforestation, everything, etc. That at least 10% of the India is recorded with the flora, and then 20% of its mammals are on the threatened end. That means extinction end. Coming to the end. So here flora means the wildlife. Categorization of the species. Now normal species are whose population level are considered to be normal for the survival, that are such as cattle, all kinds of buffalo, this cow, buffalo, and many other animals which are they are called cattle, sal, pine, rodents, etc. Under the rodents, many other snakes, lizards, this crocodile, many other you can find out. Then these are nothing but these are the normal species which are they can exist still. Endangered species that likely to be end up endangered in danger condition. These are species which are in danger of the extinction. The survival of such species difficult if the negative factors that had led to a decline in their population continue to operate. If the population goes down, they may extinct. They may vanish from this earth like dinosaurs and all. Now, vulnerable species. What are these vulnerable species? These are the species whose population has declined to level from where it is likely to move into the endangered category in the near future, that is coming days, if the negative factors continue to operate. The negative factors means you can understand that deforestation, cutting of trees and all, and even the killing of the animals. This will endanger this kind of category. Now rare species, very rare, which are very less present on this earth. They are rare. Species with a small population may move into the endangered or vulnerable category if the negative factors affecting them continue to operate here. So having this rare species also are in danger position. Now endemic species. These are species which are only found in some particular areas, usually isolated by natural or geographical barriers. Some of these species only are found in some other areas only. Now extinct species already vanished, which are not, we cannot find a single of these species. These are the extinct species. These are species which are not found after searches of known or likely areas where they would occur. First, after searching also they are not found, so they are totally extinct species. Now conservation. Conservation is nothing but protection of the natural environment to prevent it from further deterioration. So that means we have to protect, and this is the method of protection, because to to prevent our environment from natural disasters and all, that is the main important thing, that is conservation. So we have to improve our conservation. That are main examples you know already. IUCN, the International Union of Conservation of Natural and Natural Resources, is the world's largest and oldest and the largest global environmental organization, founded in 1948. So after our independence, that was 1947, this organization was formed in the world to conserve the natural resources and even many of the things. It is also called the World's Conservation Union. Now these are some of the points which you have to remember. What are the negative factors that cause such fearful depletion of the flora and fauna? Here, plantation and the wildlife in our country or throughout the world. We have transformed, first point in this, we have transformed nature into a resource, obtaining directly and indirectly from the forest and wildlife. So we obtain many things. We can understand that we can obtain a lot of honey, these all fruits, many things are from the forest, and wood also fuel as a fuel, and many of the animals have been killed for many purposes. So this was the first point. It is we ourselves, we have depleted our forest and wildlife. That is, we only are responsible for endangering this forest. Next point, the major causes of depletion of the forest resources between 1951 and 1980, according to the Forest Survey of India, over 26,200 square kilometers that was happened. So major lot of loss happened to our forest in India. Next point, the large scale development project has also contributed significantly to the loss of the forest. Even the development of the projects like industries and this also made lot of changes and even harmed the wildlife, the flora and fauna, and even the forest. In 1951, over 5,000 square kilometer forest was cleared for River Valley project. So these are the projects by our governments and some of the people. For the River Valley, they have cleared more than 5,000 square kilometer. So you can imagine 5,000 square kilometer how much it will be. So here we can understand that 5,000 square kilometer has been cleared for the River Valley project. Next comes the Narmada Sagar project in Madhya Pradesh, which would inundate 40,000 hectares of forest. So there are also lots of forest in Madhya Pradesh because of the Narmada Sagar project. Now the other point is this protects areas, thus means different things to different people, and therein lies the fertile ground for conflicts. So you have to understand this point. The habitat destruction, hunting, poaching, overexploitation, environment pollution, poisoning, and forest fires, etc. are some of the factors for your destruction of this forest and even the wildlife, that is flora and fauna. Our population in the third world countries, our population in third world countries is often cited the cause of environmental degradation. So our population already, India is the third largest populated country in our world. Next one, America consumes 40 times more resources than an average Somalian. So actually we can understand that 40 times more America is consuming our natural resources here. The richest 5% of the India society probably cause more ecological damage because of the amount they consume that the poorest 25%. So here richest people have been harming more than the poorest people. The biological loss is strongly tolerated with the loss of the cultural diversity. The women bear the major responsibility for collection of fuel, fodder, water, and even the basic subsistence needs. Then poverty in this case is a direct outcome of environmental destruction. This is imperative to adapt to sound forest, and even sound means not that sound. Sound means a very good forest and a wildlife conservation strategies. So it was about flora and fauna. So in our next video I will upload the conservation of the forest and wildlife in India. Thank you.